I just do my scripting with it, and I'm going to sort of do sort of this tight scripting. Happy Saturday! Hey YouTube, we're back for another session in our book. Okay, we're going to go on to large scale. Boy, we had some fun last week working on the jean fabric, and I've seen some of you all do some your own versions of them and put it up in Instagram, and I just loved it. Some were working on black jean fabric, just working different shapes and colors. You guys are just amazing. So I always love when you share. So we're going to go to large-scale gel printing. Now, the point of this is to do large-scale gel printing on paper that's larger than the plate. So here I'm working with stencils and the cutouts like you've seen me do, and I kind of created this sort of landscape type of variation in the book. And so there's a step-by-step on like how I did that. So I'm going to do something different today since we are doing some different variations of this. We are working, so this is chapter, what chapter is this? 19. We're on our last chapter. There's one more inspiration, one of the explorations after that we're going to do, but this is it. We've come down. So welcome to my channel. If you're new, if you just popped on and you're wondering what I'm all about, my name is Robin McClendon. Welcome to my channel and to my studio. And we do everything. Gel printing over here, book arts, mark making, collage, just definitely mixed media art. I'm a working artist, have been so for a good 30 years. I taught at the Corcoran, the BFA program. I've taught at the Smithsonian, put some of their book arts, actually put together their book arts program. Yeah, so I've been doing this for a long time, so you're in good hands if you decide to want to hang around a little bit. We're over in Premiere chatting it up right now, so if you just want to hang out Saturday mornings, we always jump on and just, keyboard, warrior and just have a good time talking. And yeah, if you also know that you love my work, hit that bell right now because it always helps algorithms. And if you hang around and you like what I'm doing, then please hit the bell, hit all, and subscribe and you'll get the notifications. So we've been working this year. So we'll get started here. We've been working this year in the journal that we made. So we still want to finish the cover. I'll figure that out. But every technique we've gone through. These are some of my extra pages in there, but I want to keep all that in here because we need it for finishing out our pages. So what I was thinking is that how cool would it be to actually have a fold out? So what I thought I would do is take some of the thinner tracing paper, and I had a piece about this long, so I thought like I would put it in here so that may even glue it down to these two pages, and then it would open like this. How cool would that be? And that'll be our large scale. So we'll glue it to these two pages, and then it'll be a fold out like this. And, so that's what I'm thinking. And once we paint it and everything, it'll get less curly and it'll stay nicely. So I did it to the height of the book. So basically anything that you may have on a roll, some of this thin paper, If you have wet strength paper, that'll work because it's about this size. And, you know, if you want to put a couple of sheets together, you can do that too. You know, just hinge it and paint that way. Or, you know, maybe you don't have a piece as large as this, but maybe it's a 2-panel. Or, you know, it's 1 long panel. Just, you know, see what you have. But I thought working on a thin paper like this would be good because it'll fold up in this book. It won't be too bulky, but, you know, we'll get the advantages of working large. So I'm going to do that out the way. And I'm not going to work with any masks or anything like that. I'm going to basically get my colors out here. I'm just going to do some of my abstract painting with a little bit of let me see. Use this with my brush, with my Sumi brush, the one that I use with let me just get it out here. This one right here, the Lebazon. This is the Wongi, this Wongi Orange Synthetic, and I love this one because it's synthetic fibers, so it really, you know, it's easy to clean. It holds up to using acrylic paints on it. I love the shape of the line, and it just allows me to have expressive, you know, shapes with my brush painting. So I'll move that out the way. So I just grabbed some colors that I like working with. I didn't really think a lot about the palette, just kind of got a cross section and just kind of see what we do. And I need my sorry, get all kind of noise. I use this little jar and I keep my Sumi ink in it. I like painting with it. So get that in there. And so I'm just going to kind of work free, put a free light. So I'm going to start it's probably no need for me to really focus on these because that's where I'm going to glue down. But I'm going to try to get paint on every other part of it. So put that down there. And in this case, I'm going to work abstract. I'm going to work very free. I'll start with some red. And let me see. I'm kind of deciding how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a combination of the brush and the... Okay. I'm going to work with shapes. So my goal is going to be trying to work with some shapes and this here. Kind of got something in my mind's eye, so, you know, go with it. Okay. And some white. Some black. I know this, you guys are probably surprised this is not like really my color palette generally, right? But I got this idea going on here that I want to kind of play with. This is all an experimental. Okay, let me get this right. going to be really painterly, so I'm letting, you know, like really letting the paint build up. Okay. So, there we go. And I think I'm going to skip over I'm going to let things sort of dry in between sessions, because the way I'm doing this, I'm kind of working on two sides at the same time. I don't know if that's probably not the smartest, but oh well. Oh no, this is all the back side right now, so we're good with that. Okay. So it's going to be a bit like the patchwork. Oh, that gold is starting to come off. I like that. It's going to be a little bit like patchwork, but not entirely. Because I'm kind of pulling full sort of images here. Let's get some yellow. So like I said, I'm kind of going for these shapes. And there is quite a bit of paint on here, which is good. I mean, you know, because I'm able to spread it around and get some multiple pulls. Let me just get one of these. And I'll just get a brush just for the black. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm constantly got to keep on moving things, because in order for it to be all underneath the view of the camera, causes me to have to kind of keep things a little tight, but it's all good. So I'm going to kind of also cross over. So this is going to be like very abstract, very almost graffiti like, because I think I'm going to come back with at the end when it's dry, I probably will do a graffiti pen and work really large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on stopping the video, because you're going to see where I need the papers to dry a little bit in between. So when I come back, I'll let you know how long I waited. That way, you know, we're not trying to you know, we're not trying to go but so fast here. Let me grab a bit of this. I think what I'm going to do is kind of overprint some of that right here. You just kind of keep on picking the paint up. Now this is the style that I'm going for. Of course, you can print any way you want. I'm just experimenting with some different ways of laying the paint down and trying to control, you know, what comes out. So I'm gonna let this dry enough that I can manipulate a little bit more. Oh, I already like these big graphic areas. And then I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. That probably was about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer to get it to dry. So I'm going to switch techniques. And I think I'm going to do more solid and brayer the colors on, because if I do the painting on like this, it just takes longer to dry. And since I have such large pieces to finish, I thought it probably wasn't wise to do it like that. So thinner pieces are going to color better. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on top and use my, I'm going to use my Montana Where is it? I think I'm gonna use my Montana marker. Oh, I used a lot of it. I gotta get another one. My Montana marker to do the black on it that I want to see on this. So we'll change strategies a bit here and, you know, see what we end up with. So we'll get some of this pink. I do want it colorful for some reason. Robin is into the colors, which is, oh, you guys know me. This is, come on now. Oh, okay, we'll come back to you. Let's try this color. I want that pink, but I'll have to get it unblocked. So I think what I'm gonna do is full color. I got all kind of ideas rolling around in my mind, so we're just gonna go for it and see what comes of it. Try to find something to stick down in this hole here. This may do it. Right there. That's good. Okay. And let's get a little bit of this pink here. So yeah, just really going for a graffiti look that's kind of colorful and what have you. So okay, hold up. I think I put paint where I didn't want it. It's okay. So I know that I'm just going to paint it and not worry about it, because if I try to do it like that, then I'll drive myself crazy. Let's put this down. So I just want to kind of do almost like patchwork from earlier, like earlier in the chapters, but with these full large panels. Okay, yeah, that's going to be good. Yeah, and then I can come back with some of the black on top of it. I do like the mixture of the black with the solid. So, let's just go ahead and put this here. Get some of this. Oh, this is good. Okay. Ready? Yes, we're pulling some of that underlayer off too, which is nice. Okay, so let's worry about the same dry time. I really like the way that pink looks. Let me get a dark red. This alizarin madder. So I'm gonna do some of that. And what? Let's do this orange. Light. Well, it's called light red, but it's more orangey. Okay, let's see what we get here. And I do have my goldens. So in the iridescent bronze. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some sections. So I'm gonna get something right here, though I think that's gonna go down flat. I probably don't really need that there. Oops, sorry if I'm banging the camera. Let's put this down here. This is really what I'm gonna glue down. So I'm not putting anything else there. Oh, that looks good up top there. Look at that with the black underneath. I'm liking that. Let's get some of this. I'm not going to take the whole thing, just bits of it. That there. Okay. Wow, this is good because it's starting to pull off a lot of the overpainting. So I know it's probably looking a little bizarre right now, but trust me, we're getting somewhere here. You guys know how I am. Things look a little crazy until I get there. But it's because I like to layer. The gel plate is highly responsive to layering. Mono printing likes to layer. Because you have these thin layers of color, and it likes layering. The more you can layer, the more dramatic your prints are going to be. Okay, so let's put this down there. I'm really loving that that pink. Pink is good. Let's see. Let's get some more like yellow. Let's get a yellow. I'm gonna go this way with it. And let's get let's get two yellows. I'm gonna get this light yellow. So I just this one is lemon yellow azo. I love the azo. And this yellow, and this is the deep yellow azo. And if I take a little bit of the umber, we can get a slightly, just a little bit, I'm gonna put that in the middle, just a slightly darker color that's gonna be a little bit more reminiscent of quinacridone. Let's see, so just gonna give a little earthier color to this. See, to that the lighter yellow. Okay, so let's get some sections again. So I'm avoiding this right here because these two panels are the ones that are going to get glued down. And the next place I'm going to go is inside, so there's no need to put stuff there. But I do want to get, so I need to focus on this side. So let's just get some yellow here. Oh, this is good. Let's get a little something in here. Let's get a little bit in here. And then I'm gonna let it dry again. These are so much thinner layers that it'll go a little faster. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. Mine is, we're not going to worry about that up there, but this is looking really good. See how just so painterly it looks, and by it being on, I was having like this large sheet that we can really move around and get some really good kind of patchworking. It really does allow for a little bit more dramatic printing. Okay. I think I'll leave a little bit of that white So I can kind of play around with the pen when I start using it. Having a little bit of that white space I think could be cool. I like that. Let's get a little bit of pink. Maybe some of this pink right here. Let's go ahead and roll that out. I want to get some of that pink on this outer edge. Okay. Right there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that. That's really good. This right here is getting glued down, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's get this pink right here. Alrighty. So I'm going to let this dry down again, and then we're going to start printing on the inside. At least that gives you an idea of what we're doing there. Oh, and I really like those bold strokes in the beginning. Even though it was taking a little longer for them to dry, they're worth it because we still see all of that happening underneath. So we just got this big piece of graffiti. So this is like old wall graffiti. I'll be back once this dries. Okay, so we're back. As I let those colors that were already on there dry, I just went on and used a little ink and put some black on there. It's still a little wet, but I think we're gonna be okay. So now we're gonna start working on the inside because we need this two-sided for it to go in our book. I'm really liking the way this has turned out, and I'll be doing a scripted layer on here to really kind of hone in on the graffiti style. But look at that. These colors are just so good. Mono printing I love. So let's go ahead and start on the inside. So we get to do this whole bit. So I think I'm going to take I'm going to do some white. I'm going to go ahead and just soak up a little bit of this paint because I don't really want it to do too much, you know, spreading around the place. It's somewhat dry. We'll get a little bit, but you know. Okay. So I'm going to go with the white. I'm gonna do a white. Actually, I'm gonna do a white, and let's do this Naples yellow. And we'll start pulling what's underneath here, of course, but okay. So I'm going to kind of stay consistent with sort of making my full rectangles go in the direction that the painting will ultimately be in the book. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this right here because we should be able to start pulling up some of the that layer that's underneath there as well. Start getting some of that color. Love these colors together. Good palette. Okay, that's good. All Alrighty, so let's get some more color. So I want to stay with the pink. Get some of this pink. Let's use some of the orange. Get that down. Just keep on laying this color down. Right there. This color blocking is really good on the larger pieces like this because it's like patchwork, but we're doing a larger color block. And that goes a long way towards this kind of graffiti style. So you get these nice big blocks of color, but it's not, you know, too, let's get this middle piece. As we'll grab as we can. Okay. Okay, so that's what we're looking like right now. Go with this bright yellow. I feel like it needs that, so let's just take a section, just kind of get a stripe going on in here, and I'm gonna kind of put it right here, kind of like on the fold line right there. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let's get this color, this lighter pink, and this darker red here. Let's roller that off and then just, oops. Just kind of getting really painterly with the, I got some paint down there. I'm gonna grab that. Why not? See where I want to put it. Just be kind of like a bit of color. Monoprint off the table. Why not? We can use that. Okay. Get this. Okay. Let's put that over here. Really loving this. I know this is kind of a different way to think about your jelly printing, but you know, the idea is to challenge us on our, you know, large scale pieces. You definitely can get some really cool abstract kind of prints on the small plate using a large paper. It's just sort of the way you have to think about it. You kind of want to have your color palette figured out, and honestly just combine the techniques between Mark Rothko. We're doing the old wall because we're pulling stuff off, and we're also thinking in terms of the patchwork. We're doing the patchwork as larger, you know, statement panels like that. Okay, so put that down there. Oh, I love that. Let me find that red that I had. This one. Let's get that, and let's just do like a square again. So you can think in terms of using, so I'm gonna put that like right here. So, you know, color blocking, so I'm gonna make a smaller square, right, versus the whole rectangle. So, you know, just sort of, see, so we've got a nice kind of color square there on top of that. And let me get this yellow. You know, the brayering doesn't have to be perfect, because we kind of want to think in terms of, you know, we're picking up bits of stuff. We don't want things to be so, you know, we want sort of this, have this overlaid, kind of cross hatching in a way, I guess, with the color. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry down just a little bit, and I'm going to go back with my black, and I'm going to do some color over this. Some of that paint off of the side of the roller. So now that I have that down, I'm going to come back with the black paint. And then I'm going to come back and start doing some of those broad strokes now that I have it over the color, so I can definitely deal with it being a little bit more, you know, wet, time to dry. Okay. Let's take this, put it right here. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's put some of that on this side. And then what I'm gonna do is let this dry and then come back and do another layer of this as a top layer. I really like that's doing. Okay. So this is what things are looking like right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and take, see that white that's on there? Kind of off roll it to get that extra white. And you see how we've just got for this abstract painting going? I mean, you could literally work, I mean, this could stay full size like this, right? We're folding it down in the book, but I mean, look how cool this is. And, you know, we still are going to work on top of it. We're not done, but you can see we're getting someplace with just a large sheet of, like I said, so the wet strength paper. We already have that. A large tracing paper like I'm using. Of course, it could be a large flat sheet of paper, but I just think any of these sort of papers just work beautifully. You could even use the glassine if you have some of the glassine left. So let me let this dry and I shall be back. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I'm going to put some white in some key places, like probably right around down in this corner. I really like what we have going. I'm going to do a little bit more black, and then I'm going to let it dry. And I'll come back with probably a little bit of gold. You know, we have to have a little bit of gold. So let's get some white on here. And let's try to get this right here. Do a good job of covering that up. Okay, like that, like that. Let's get some black right over top of this. Okay, let's get this. Put a little bit of it here. Just pick some up. And I'm going to get some here in the middle. This can be random at this point. I don't have to, doesn't have to be overly planned. I just want to get some of that striping, some of this black down. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of gold, and I think that's going to be good. I'll let it dry, and then I'll show you what, yeah, that's good. What it's going to look like with with some of the gold down. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and remove this. Since I have still have black on this brush here. Let's just paint some kind of bold. Let's kind of finish this line so that it's like, you know, just kind of a darker and a different kind of, okay. So we're gonna let this dry. A few more minutes. Oh yeah, I like that. A few more minutes, and then we're gonna do a little bit of gold, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna do my Montana on top, and this will be done. All right, so let's finish up. So this is what the inside is looking like. So this is going to be the side that's going to fold out and up like this. This is going to fold like this. And something like that when it gets inside the book. So part of that's going to get glued down. I'm thinking it's going to get glued down. And then it's going to open like this. Not dry yet, so, and of course when this dries, this will be a perfect thing for our door lens. So let me go ahead and put a little bit of gold on here. I'm going to kind of do the gold sort of rolled on like I did that white. I just kind of want to get a little bit of it on there, and you know, just kind of sort of like that. Get a few ovals. Just going to kind of do it a little bit like this. Oh yeah, that's good. Just as, oh yeah, that's really good. These bits of gold. Let me just get some of that. And this. This is looking good. Love it. And get some of it right here. Just do, I can off roll some of it off this brayer. Why not? Okay, so this will dry a little bit. I'm gonna do gold on the back side, and then I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do some mark making on here, and that's gonna finish my painting, a large scale painting. Love it. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'll be back. It won't take long because basically it's actually pretty dry. We can go ahead and just get this other side done. These little thin layers, you know. Okay, so let's get on this side. I'm kind of like just laying it down, tapping it a little bit. So I don't pick up a lot, but I pick up enough to really add that gold. Got some there. Let's do one more pass and I think we're done. Oh, love it. This is exciting. I just, you know, oh my goodness, I just like all the different ways, you know, we can do things on this plate. As many ideas as you have, really honestly, is about as many ways as you can really work this gel plate. So we each have our style of printing, and so, you know, I'm pretty consistent with the way I like to print on the plate, you know, but there's just so many people out here printing on the plate and just doing, you know, all kind of different things. So there's never this one way of getting it done. And as many ideas as I have, you'll have equally as many. If you just kind of let yourself, let me just put a little here. Just let yourself kind of, you know, be creative. Okay. Alrighty, so this is pretty good. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I do like this gold around the edges. Hold on, let's just do some finger painting here. That's good there like that. And it kind of gets rid of a bit of that, little bit of the white edge that's like right here on this side. Love it. And I have some right here. So let's put that there. It's white there as well, but let's just get a little bit of the gold. It's almost like an illuminated manuscript. The gold on the edges like this is just so good. Fingerprint a little bit. Finger paint. So I'm using gold. You could use any color you wanted to finish off these edges, based on what your palette is. You can also use stains. You can put a stain down, like Tim Holtz, or, you know, Seth's stains, and they're nice because they'll fall kind of like underneath the all of the acrylic that's down there. Okay, that's looking good. You can sort of see how we're getting those edges there, but oh, that's so good. Let's get some there. You know, never too much gold. Okay. Just bits and pieces here. Alrighty. I think that's pretty good. So let's let this settle. I want to make sure it dries really, really good because then I'm going to come back with that Montana on top. So, yep. Probably be about 15-20 minutes from me, but it'll be just... Alright, so let's finish up. Everything is nice and dry. See, both sides are good. I'm going to decide which side I'm going to put down. I'm thinking I'm still going to keep it like I had it. But so I'm just going to do this on one side because I like to let it dry really good and then come back. But at least you guys will see. I just do my scripting with it. Let's get it going here. And I'm going to sort of do sort of this tight scripting. This real sort of my graffiti script. And okay, so that's basically what I'm going to do and let that dry. And so that sort of different line just contributes to the different line that I did with the black, you know, so the printed line with the black, yet the sort of graffiti scripted line really, I think, pushes and pulls against this print nicely. Now I'm thinking about this as a folded painting that's in a book versus, that's why I'm not focusing anything here, because I'm pretty sure this is going to get glued down. If I decide not to glue it down, I might just tip it in. If I tip it in, then I'll finish this side. But I'll give myself, by the time we go to put this in the book, which will probably be in a couple of weeks, I'll have made that decision. And I'll do similar thing on the back side or the flip side. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this has happened. So this piece is, let's see what the size of this paper is. I never told you guys that, so at least you'll know. So I was working on something that was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 by 15, 23 by 24. It was off. This was on a roll of paper. So I just kind of roughly cut it to fit the book inside and let it be as long as it was. So basically 24 by 24, 23 by 24, whatever, which is a really significant size of paper. I mean, that's a pretty big surface for the painting to be on. So yeah, I like the way this dried. This marker dries. It's like basically dry. It dries matte. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this large scale painting, thinking about it differently. It's a certainly different approach to the way, other than the way I did it in the book. Look forward to seeing what you guys are doing, so make sure to thumb the video up if you really enjoyed this. Also, if you're new to the channel, once again, hit that bell and hit all, and that way you get all the notifications. And much love to all of us. All of you guys are over there in the premiere chatting it up this morning. Love you guys so much. And yeah, we'll be back a couple more episodes where we need to finish out our book, you know, putting things in and figuring out what I'm gonna do with the cover. And one more session where we're going to actually just coffee stain on old gel prints. It's a fun thing to do, and it just kind of gives you some ideas of what to do with all the things that are throwaways. Love you guys so much. Take care. Have an amazing week. And until next Saturday, happy creating.